What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to scrape Google Trends automatically by creating a simple workflow in N8N. Let's get started. In N8N, I've created a workflow that I've renamed to Google Trends Scraper. You're going to start by adding a trigger. I'm going to choose a manual trigger over here. To scrape Google Trends, I'm going to use this tool called Apify. Apify is an incredible tool that you can use to scrape any website and automate projects. To get 30% off your first subscription to this tool, use the link in the description to sign up and create your account. And after creating your account, head over to Apify store right here. And here, we're going to search for the website that we like to scrape. So in our case, we like to scrape Google Trends. And here you can see we have over 600 tools that we can use to scrape trends. And now, to scrape Google Trends, I'm going to use this tool right here. So I'll open this tool on a new tab. And this is the tool that we're going to use to scrape trending searches for your country. So here, all you have to do is choose the country that you like to scrape the trending searches and the time period right here. In default is going to be 24 hours. So to scrape trending searches in the past 24 hours, I'll click on start right here. So you can see that our actor is running. And here we got the 50 trending searches in the United States. Here's the first trending search. Here's the second one. The third one. And on each trending term, we're getting the rank, trend volume, and the related terms right here of each trending search right here. This is awesome. So now, instead of having to manually scrape the trending searches in a certain location right here in Apify, instead of having to manually scrape the trending searches in a certain location right here in Apify, we can create a workflow in N8N that scrapes the trending searches for us automatically and then adds the searches to a Google Spreadsheet. Tool right here, you can see we're using the country for trending searches and the time period right here to scrape the trending searches. So we can add this data to a spreadsheet and use this data to scrape the trending searches in the location automatically using our workflow that we'll create right here in N8N. So in Google Sheets, I've created a spreadsheet that I've named to trending searches spreadsheet. In this spreadsheet, I've created a sheet that I've named to country/timeframe. And here we're going to add the country and the time frame right here. The time frame is going to be in hours. So now to get this sheet in our workflow over here, I'll search for Google Sheets and click on Google Sheets. And here I'll click on Get Rows in Sheet Node. Yeah, you'll need to create your credential to connect your account to N8N. To do that, just click on Sign In with Google right here. And then on the new window that pops up, choose the account that you'd like to connect to N8N. And your connection will be created. Since I had already done that, I'm going to close this right here. And then here I'm going to find our document, which is this document right here. Our sheet is going to be the country/time frame right here. Then I'll click on Execute step right here to get the country and the time frame right here. That's awesome. So here I renamed this node to Get Country/time frame right here. Click on Rename. Now the next thing that we're going to do here is we're going to scrape trending searches in the country in the past 24 hours. So to do that, I'm going to use Apify. So I'll search for Apify right here. You need to install it first if you haven't installed it yet. And after installing it, click on the Run and Action node right here. You'll also need to create your credential by clicking on Create a New Credential. Then over here, click on Connect My Account to connect your account to N8N on the new window that pops up. And after connecting your account, your credential will be created. So here I'm going to close this window. And here we're going to run an actor. I'm going to use a recently used actor. And now here we're going to choose our actor, which is this actor right here. And here we're going to add our JSON. So I'll click on Expression, expand it right here to add our JSON over here. To get our JSON, in our tool, which says Manual in JSON, click on JSON. And here we're going to copy this JSON. Then we're going to paste it right here. Now here we're going to map the trending searches country over here and the trending searches time frame over here. So now to scrape the trending searches in this country, in this time frame, here I'll click on Execute step right here. You can see it's executing our node. Let's give it a second. Our node was executed successfully and the status was a success. And here we got our default dataset ID right here. So now to get our trending searches, I'll search for Apify again and click on Apify. Then this time around, I'm going to click on the Get Dataset Items node. And here we're going to map our default dataset ID right here. Then I'll click on execute step to get our trending searches. You can see we got our trending searches right here. We got a total of 50 trending searches right here. That's awesome. Our niche trending search, we're getting the rank, the term, trend volume, and related terms right here. Our trending searches over here, we can go ahead and add the searches to our spreadsheet. In our spreadsheet, I've also created another sheet that I've renamed to trending searches over here. Here's where we're going to add the ranking, the term, trend volume, related term, second related term, third related term, and the fourth related term to the trending term over here. So to add our trending searches to our spreadsheet over here, we're going to start by renaming our node to Google Trends Scribble and click on rename. Then I'm going to rename this to get Google Trends and click on rename right here. Now the next thing that we're going to do here is we're going to proceed and add our trending searches in our spreadsheet. So I'll search for Google Sheets right here and click on it. Then here I'll click on append row in sheet node. Here we're going to find our document, which is this document, our sheet, which is going to be the trending searches sheet. Then here we're going to map values in our columns in our spreadsheet with the data that we scraped using Apify. So here we're going to map the rank, the term, trend volume, and some related terms right here related to the main term over here. So now to add our trending searches to our spreadsheet, I'll click on execute step right here. You can see it's executing our node, and our node was executed successfully. This is awesome. Here you can see we added the number one trending search, the US right here. So we added the rank, which is number one right here, the search term, trend volume, its related terms, and its related terms over here, using our workflow over here. So here I rename this to trending searches. And here I'll click on rename over here. So we can try testing our workflow to see how it works. We are scraping this trending search by adding the country and the time frame right here, then getting the country and the time frame right here node with this node, and then using the data to scrape Google Trends using this tool in Apify. And here we're getting the Google Trends, and then adding the trend searches to a spreadsheet over here, where we're adding the ranking, the term, trend volume, and related terms over here. To test our workflow, to see how it works in our country and time frame spreadsheet, here I'll change the country to Canada here and try to scrape the trending searches from the country and add the trending searches right here in our spreadsheet. So to do that, here I'll click on execute workflow. You can see we got an error. So when I open this node, you can see we need to add the initials instead of the actual name of the country. So in our spreadsheet, instead of adding the actual name, we're gonna add the initials of the country. And then here I'll click on execute step to scrape the trending searches from Canada right here. You can see our node was executed successfully. And now when I open our trending searches, you can see here we added our trending search term from Canada right here. So we added the rank, search term, trend volume, and related terms over here. We can try testing with a different country. We can try France this time around. And then in our workflow, I'll click on execute workflow right here. You can see our workflow was executed successfully. Now when I open our spreadsheet, in our trending search sheet, you can see we added the number one search term from France. So here's the trend volume and related terms right here. You can try testing our workflow again and scrape trending searches from Britain. So to do that, in our workflow, I'll click on execute workflow right here. You can see our node was executed successfully, and in our trending search we added the number one trending term in the UK. Here's a trend volume and related terms over here. So we can try testing our workflow one last time. So in our country and time frame sheet, we can try with Japan. And now to create the trending searches from the country, in our workflow, I'll click on execute workflow right here. You can see that our workflow was executed successfully. Now, when you open our spreadsheet in our trending searches sheet, you can see here we got the number one trending term from Japan right here. And we got the trend volume and related terms over here. So our workflow works perfectly. So here we are adding our country and the country and the time frame that we like to create the trending searches. And then we're getting the country and the time frame right here and using the data to create the trending searches from the country using this tool right here. Then here we're getting the Google Trends, then adding the trending searches to a spreadsheet here in this sheet where we're adding the ranking, the term, trend volume, and related terms over here using this workflow that we created right here in N8N. Our workflow works perfectly. I thank you for watching. Now, if you'd like me to create this workflow for you or a workflow similar to this one, just click on the first link in the description to schedule a call with me. On the call, we'll discuss into details the workflow that you'd like me to create for you. Then I'll proceed to create the workflow for you. But if you enjoyed this video and you have an AI agent or a workflow in mind that you'd like me to create using N8N, just comment it down below in the comment section. I read all the comments, and if I land on your comment and I find it intriguing, I'll come back on a future video showing you how to create the entire workflow or AI agent from scratch using N8N. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.